taking my stream.
Probably is. Reload it. It'll show.
No, like I try to connect with OBS and it keeps telling me the host name problem.
Oh, OBS isn't connected. Yeah, that's a problem.
Who's streaming?
I'm on.
Well, gotta get this started.
All right, figure eight, boys. Here we go. Figure eight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Mountain Lake.
Watch Denny. Denny, my hero.
Thought I was.
Good luck, guys.
I've got lots of heroes. When you're as low
All
down
the
as I am,
heroes.
you look up, you see a lot of people. Man, look at all those. Everybody using their power ups right out of the gate.
Have to.
That's what happens. You
It's
gotta
only
make
spot
sprays.
that's illegal.
Do it, do it.
These guys are racing off the starting pin right now.
I should have warmed up.
That was your warm up.
Yeah.
You crazy dog.
Finally connected.
Now they're gonna tell you. Now they're gonna tell you because it wasn't running when you started. It doesn't count.
Yeah, you
I'll
never
tell
said
him.
how much of the race you have to stream.
And I'll tell them I clicked start stream on your new dumb website. It didn't work. It took it like 4 minutes to start.
Yeah, that would have fallen on deaf ear.
And we have the ability to watch multiple avatars here. You can jump on over to Cycle View. Racers that are streaming over there.
Okay, so what do we have in the race?
So we got a little bit of a Cycle View action
What are you gonna
going
hear,
here.
yeah?
We can show it to you a little bit. You can see we can pull up Sadeo Akibe here. We can pull up a little Eric Dinning. Looks like we've got Justin Wagner as well. So you can go on over there and check those out for yourself. We'll bring some of those to you here in stream as well. We also have a little bit of a ladies stream going as well. I do have an avatar that we're currently following, Claudia Barry. She is probably the lead lady right now. She is in the front group here still. So the way they had to adjust the starting pins this week, I think it was a little unexpected. The ladies and the men are visible to one another in the categories right now, and bear with CVR a little bit while they working through getting some of that stuff flushed out. But right now it looks like there's a little overlap, and they will work to see if they can't do something a little different there. getting a few pop-ups open here so we can watch
There
the
goes
race.
somebody.
One thing awesome about going over
How
to
is it?
Cycle View and watching the race from there
I don't know.
is you will be able to pull up multiple views of riders,
Who's
look
going
at
after
them
him?
firsthand, and full screen.
Do you even have to?
So here we've got, this is a nice video coming in. Justin has really high quality stuff going in over to Cycle View. So what you're seeing now is Justin's full screen as it's being displayed from Cycle View. And we're going to watch this. This is going to be a good section of the race that a little bit of stuff can break apart. And we're going to watch from Justin's point of view. It's just a few seconds behind live as they go up and out of the Ocean Road section here. You're going to see some things break apart here, potentially some real attacks on the front, but you're also going to be able to see Justin's live avatar doing some reacting here. So you can see here, if you watch Justin's power, Justin's heart rate, you're going to see those numbers go up. You're going to see some big efforts here. You can see on the right-hand side of his screen. You're seeing some orange numbers come through. Some guys are really hammering. That's Jason Flores at the front, really pushing hard. Justin is following that up and is going to follow that move.
Goodness gracious,
A
Eric.
change in his posture on the bike,
Yeah.
his effort. You're seeing him really work hard now to get across this
Nice
gap
bridge.
to go with those guys and try to catch on
guys
to
got
that
it?
wheel. We jump back into the main group now. And we're going to work a little bit harder today to give you a little bit more of those first-person views. We've got
What's
a few
going on,
of
Victor?
them kind of queued up
Andy?
here. Shout out to the
What's going on,
ODZ
Kurt?
teammates here. They have all
Looks like a couple
been
people
great about getting the stream
Got dropped
set
in
up.
through there.
So we've got a lot of good views here of some guys in this front pack. Just scanning a little bit. Guys are all back together, getting ready to come up on this hill.
Is that Zimmerman I see in the pack?
Not that I can see.
Trying to get an eye out.
Oh no, it's
on,
Claudia
what we
Baring.
have here
She's the
available
USA
to,
champion.
To check out in stream.
Are we going reverse first? Where are we going first?
Yeah, reverse K went first.
Copy that.
Hey guys, over at Mixer, how's it going? Appreciate the shout outs there. Hope everything's going well. Appreciate everybody stopping in and checking us out. Working a little bit on the streams this morning. Gonna try to do some things a little bit different. Shout out here, our one of our female riders has made it into the lead group here. This is live from Cycle View as well. So if you go over to cycleview.cvrworldcup.com, you can select these individual race streams all on your own. But here you can see Claudia rocking that orange ladies jersey, meaning she went out and got the fastest lap time on the island in her warm-up. She's still hanging in here with the front men's group. You can see her sweating in her pain cave there.
You guys gotta go to school!
We also
Yes,
have
Daddy.
in that front group, we've got
I thought you were gonna take us to school, Dad.
Jason Flores
Yeah.
and Team ODZ.
CVR, man.
Hammering away out there in his California pain
I
cave.
thought he was being taken to
And,
school.
A little bit
Oh!
of freeze there, and that's likely on my end because
I'll be taking
I
to school
have,
here on this line.
so many different streams running right now. But nice high quality video there from Jason as well. Good overlay, really crystal clear. Things looking good. These are all Cycle View views in the front peloton here from these guys too. here we've got Sadeo Akibe, who was our performance division winner from CVR World Cup in LA. He is riding his rollers and brushing up against the wall there a little bit. Got a little bit of a little side-to-side action, but not near as much as he's got on a fixed trainer. Riding rollers there, so a little extra challenge for Sadeo as he sits in on this front group as well. We also have fellow teammates from ODZ here. Eric Denning also sitting on this front pack. These guys are all having a good time here in this front. There's ODZ jerseys everywhere, and they are getting ready to take on this hill. So I think we're going to keep an eye on this hill through these live views. Let's watch these guys suffer a little bit. So we're going to start here on Justin as they come up to this hill. It'll be a little bit behind. These videos are all just a tad bit behind real time because they have to get up the cycle view and get processed. So, but we're going to watch this from a first-person point of view since we have quite a few of these guys in a first-person perspective out of this front group. So we're going to switch between Justin, Eric, Jason, Sadeo, Claudia, in some of those first-person views as we come up to this hill climb. Start with Claudia here to see how she can, and there are a little bit different points on the hill here. We're going to watch Claudia as she is coming up to this hill climb, and you're going to see this pack stretch out. She's going to work hard to try to hold on to this group as best as she can. And here you can see the effort is going to start picking up significantly now. Guys are really going to be hammering up the road. And Claudia will do her best to hold on to this here. But I think we're going to see a few other guys stretching this out a little bit when it comes to this hill. Said about a four-minute effort getting up this hill, but the worst part is just getting through this alien statue right here in front of Claudia. So as she starts rounding around this corner, you're going to see how it's stretched out a little bit ahead of her. And we'll switch over to Justin's point of view, where Justin here is right at the front of this group, really instigating some of this pace. You can see him going around the front of the group. Gets to this flat section, takes a little rest, and you're going to see he's going to dig again as they hit this uphill. 175 heart rate, definitely working hard there for Justin. Eric Denning here as well, just fell off that front group. He is about 4 or 5 seconds behind Justin now. 184 heart rate, just not quite able to hold on to that front group there. You can see
Adam
him
coming
just
to you.
ahead of him. Is he going to put in that extra dig here? It does not look
Nate's
like
got
he is. Oh, there
also
he gets out of the saddle. You can see now Eric is going all in, trying
Good,
to
Eric.
cross that.
Batman right here.
Good.
But those guys ahead of him, Nate Scott up here at 5.5 watts per kilogram, Adam Boyko 3 seconds ahead of him. I don't think he's going to make it across that gap.
Coming through, Nate.
Akibe
Adam.
has been able to hold on to this front group. You can see here Sadeo rocking and rolling on those rollers. He's sitting right here on this front wheel in the pack with him. Was this Mizutani, Quaid, Wagner, Christensen, Piper, Mateus. Getting a decent group formed here off the front, but not a huge group.
Hiddleston, hold
All
on.
right, Vitor and I are in the lead
We're gonna
group.
see if these guys can
There-
secure this, stay away. Looks like there's a couple guys trying to close it. Not sure if they're going to be able to get
10 of us in the lead group.
or not. So, big efforts by these guys. We'll get back here. We can see Justin.
Nice
now,
job.
just hanging in this front group. Flipping back now through. McQuaid is definitely a strong rider up there in that front group. This is Jason Flores, front view now. He is in this second group, I believe, chasing. Yes, he is just about.
Just sit in,
15
Vitor, follow wheels.
You notice here from Jason's
We
point
don't
of
care
view,
if the
he
chase
uses
catches
a
us.
little bit different camera angle. He's using the first-person camera.
Good,
angle,
boys.
so
Looking
you're
good.
at his as if you were actually sitting on the bike. He does not have that kind of third-person view going where you're right behind the rider's head. He's
All right.
actually down in the cockpit of the bike with his view seeing it as if he was actually sitting on the bike directly. You can see here, Claudia has found a nice little group for her to ride in and settle in here with the group. So she's settling in with this group here and riding hard and going to be able to stretch out her lead here, I think, with the ladies groups. So getting back over to, this is the kind of first person where we can scan around with the riders a little bit and kind of take stock of how the race shaped up over the hill there. You can see the hill climb netted out to be about a 347 hill climb for the front of this group. We've got up here, this is the lead pack that we have found here. Vitor, Mateus, F. Ortiz, McQuaid, Mizutani,
Good job, Batman.
Zaki, Christensen, Piper.
There
Those
goes
are
my
names,
hero.
we're seeing in the front group, Akibe here.
Watch
We
him
watched a
as
little
he
bit before.
goes.
So this is your front group. They've got quite a
Yeah, on that
bit
last
flat
reverse
land
climb,
to
there
go
were some
now.
people that were
Probably
using power-ups.
6 miles they're going to go
I
flat
saw that,
here
yeah.
before they hit a really sharp
Explain that
hill
one.
going
So
up
the
the
ruling
hill.
says
And that
They
so
haven't
they get
done
automatically
really
stripped
good
on the first time you pass a
breaks
banner,
people apart here.
which means
this is a fairly short
I think
race
the ruling
today.
technically
It's only
says
18 miles, so
as long as you don't use it across the
close
finish
to
line,
halfway already.
it's okay.
And
Well,
they
so
have
first time
one
crossing
hill
the
to go.
You win.
To get to that hill, they do have to go through the
Easy,
S's.
Batman.
They're gonna go
The game
through
should
S's
strip it
in
well
a
before then, though.
reverse,
Yeah, you would think.
scenario right now, which makes it kind of
I mean,
hard,
if I had a power-up,
not
I'd have done
too
the same
bad.
thing.
And then toward the end of the race, coming to the finish, they
Dink.
will come through the
Dink, dink.
S's in the standard forward direction, which also has a nice little kick going into it that can sometimes wreak some havoc on the finish of a race. I'm getting a guess over there of about 40 minutes for the whole race. That's probably a good guess. Getting some shout outs for Ryan Christensen to smash it. Ryan is here in the race. Looks like he is performing nice and strong. We got McQuaid hitting some orange numbers here on the front. Our team Draft never lets us down, hammering off the front and pushing things. This is where things can get broken apart. And we can see how people can get stretched off real quick here. So we're going to bounce over and see if we can watch this. And we're going to watch this from Justin's point of view. You can see those orange numbers up the road from Justin. This is just a few seconds behind real time. So you can see Justin having to react to that attack here in real time. Justin having a little bit of a lag on his streams over there at CycleView. We saw that attack happen, and then here you can go
Casey
back
just
and look
said
at it from Justin's
Justin
point of
has a
view.
little bit of lag
We're watching it. You
coming
can
over to
see
CycleView.
that attack that Ralph did has got that gap, and now Justin's having to put out these huge numbers to close it. And this
The
is what
CycleView
you
is
can
probably not
see
mine.
in the race as it happens, and see it from a first-person point of view.
That's right.
This attack is not over. It is still going on. We're gonna watch Justin's avatar here for a few minutes, and watch these guys go through the S's like this.
I
You
followed
can
their
see
instructions.
Justin really suffering.
To the T.
Chasing Christensen now, who has gotten off the front, and Justin is continuing to hammer to catch on to that. Justin has now caught the front of the group in his stream and jumps out of the
Mid-pack,
saddle
that man,
again,
mid-pack.
and is now
Hold
going
that
to do his
position.
turn on the front to really break this
He's
apart.
trying to hold the
You can
pack.
see by looking
Alright,
back
alright.
behind Justin on the
You got me and Danny.
riders nearby
Nate's up here
listed
too.
on the right-hand side of the screen. You can see these 1 and 2 second gaps going behind him. This tells Justin, without having to look over his shoulder in the game, he knows that that is really stretched out behind him. Now you're seeing those numbers drop down, 0, 1 second. Now they're going to bunch back up, and you're going to see them come back together into a group here. We're going to watch Justin for just a couple more seconds. They're dipping down into a dip right now, and coming up out of that dip is going to be a little bit of a hill. You see this hill right ahead of Justin. Now they're going to turn right, go up this little hill here, and we'll see if anybody does anything on this little hill. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. It's been hard up to this point, so I don't expect any real major things to happen here. We did see Ortiz kick a little bit. Justin reacted a little bit, and 500 watts is definitely some big numbers here. But it looks like they've just about crested that hill and they're going to settle in. So we'll go see if we can check out a few other of these first-person views. Here we've got Claudia coming through that same section. She is about a minute behind Justin on track. You can see here Claudia coming through the SEs in this small group. Looks like a group of about 6 riders, and just hanging on to them. Her heart rate running in the high 170s. Definitely a hard effort for her. Jumping out of the saddle here to try to hold on to that gap. She's coming through a similar area that we just watched Justin do. Now she is going to take that little bit of a right-hand bend right here and go up this last little dig out of the SEs to try to hold on to this pack. In this pack with her, she has Broadman, White, Pato, and Koning, it looks like. So it looks like Claudia is going to be able to hold on to that group, and they're going to get up out of that climb fairly safely. So we're going to rotate around to a few of our other first-person views here. Here we have J-Flo, Jason Flores. Jason's always got a good bobble going on. Always hammering high cadence. You can tell by watching his avatar, he's always got those legs rolling over nice and fast. Jason is in the second group on the road. If you look in the upper, you can't see it. My camera is covering it up. So let's fix that. Let's get my ugly face off this screen and give you guys a better view. If you look in the upper right-hand side of Jason's screen now, you can see that
Connellan.
that he is about 15th place in the
A-Rider,
race.
10-1.
Up there, 15th, 16th, 17th out of 67. So a racer can always see where he's at in relative position in the race by looking at that. They all will have that in their screens, and we'll be able to spot where they are at. Sorry for the little distraction there. I lost my own personal view. So we are down to just...
Is anybody watching the CVR live results?
For now.
I can pull it up. Give a second.
Over here, Eric Denning. Eric Denning is in that same pack.
I'm curious to know who in the lead pack
in the same bunch. So
is not registered, wrong zone, etc.
All right, 30 seconds.
14th, 16th,
Loading.
Here on the road. And
it's all good.
These
coming.
guys look like they've got a good pack going on here. Can't quite see what the gap is up.
Okay, Andy's looking it up.
Yeah,
Are we coming to you?
We'll spot that here in a few minutes.
Yeah, you guys are closing, yeah.
What? What's going on?
Bouncing back
All right.
and forth here in the pack, we'll be able to see what's going on up the road from them here just shortly. And we have restored order to our own view.
Okay, so Zaki looks like he's not registered.
So let's flip
Piper's
back
not registered.
and, this is our own view inside
Noise.
the lead pack. We have McQuaid,
Hey, good morning, Taya.
Christensen,
Thanks for joining in.
Kibe, Mateus, Mitsuni,
Looks like the whole
Piper,
front group, we're all back together again.
and a few others. Oh, and they just caught. Look at that. We just happened to. Let's flip this back real quick. We can see this as it happens. We're gonna go back to Eric Denning. Look at Eric's screen. We couldn't see them on the riders list, but just up the road. So this is what happens when you get a group working together. Just up the road from Eric, you can see that lead pack. That's that lead pack.
Is Christensen in the right zone?
Kibe,
Ryan
Some of
Christensen?
those guys that got away on that.
Will you look
first
him up,
line,
Andy?
They're not doing a lot of
He
work.
switched
The
zones or
second group
something?
Did a lot of work, and now they brought it all back together.
Hey, what's going on,
Group two
Stu?
have
Welcome.
merged. This
Morning
doesn't
to you.
happen that often, especially this far between the hills. Usually once they're
Thanks for
gone,
joining
they're
in.
completely gone away. But that second
This is
group
my
has worked
5
hard
o'clock gym.
to catch back up that first group, and now you have
Okay.
a lead group of, let's look here. I'm showing about 25 guys in this front group, so definitely changes things up a little bit.
Is Christensen on team draft?
So excellent
Is he working
effort
with
by those guys
Quaid?
to make that gap come down
They
and
know.
get that back. It is now one group at the front. And this is then your first chase group here
Andy,
on the
could you look that
road,
up on Zwift Power?
with Claudia.
He's in innovation.
These guys are over
Innovation,
a minute
okay.
back, almost 2 minutes back, so I don't expect them to catch, but they're forming a nice little second group here. Claudia has gotten away with no other females, so she is pretty well securing her position, I believe, as the lead female in this race.
Yeah.
Okay, Kyle
Thanks,
is
Andy.
doing this
Appreciate it.
info over there at Facebook. So Innovation Cycling has won 2 of the CVR races already today. Congratulations to them. And they have Mr. Christensen riding here today, going for the hat trick. They're going to go for 3 of 3 CVR wins today. So good luck to Team Innovation doing that. You've got a lot of competition out here for this one, so it will not be easy, but I know he's capable of it. So good luck to him, and trying to take 3 in a row for the team. We are back into a first-person view of this front group. Let's do a little looking around. We are coming up on the forward KOM, so guys, give me some climbing estimates. What do you think for the next KOM? What kind of times are we going to see? What kind of action are we going to have here? These are times up the KOM here. You can see on the right-hand side of the screen. To give you an idea, we will probably go faster than the time. Oh, these are the reverse KOMs, so these are 3:30s. I think we'll be down under 2 minutes on this one, so may not be able to give you good time estimates here.
Thank you.
There we
Andy.
go.
We're getting some estimates come in. 150 by board pilot. That may be a good guess. So while we've got some racing going on here, we are going to give you a little bit of a different view here. These groups are just kind of settled in now, getting ready to hit the climbs. So while that is going on, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of this view. What you see on the left-hand side of the screen here is the cycle data.cvrworldcup.com. So we've talked about Cycle View, where we're seeing all these live videos coming through. If you go over to the CVR World Cup website and look for the cycle data information, you can pull up live racing results right here. This is actually scrolling these people in the race with live stats during the race. Right now it's got turned on to be league only. I'm going to change it to all, and we'll see more names pop up in the list. We'll change it from gender male to gender all, and then we're going to turn on all the flag and DNF riders. So now you're seeing all of the riders that are in the race. Some of them are struck through because they're not in the league. So they're racing, and they're more than willing, or more than welcome to race in the race, even if they're not in the league. They just don't count for league results. So when a league rider comes to this page, they know who they're racing for league results and who is just who racing for fun. So you can see the struck through riders not in the league or racing in the wrong zone. You see riders with the camera next to their name. If they have a camera next to their name, that means that they are live streaming on the CVR World Cup website. And then you can start seeing some statistics about the distance that they've performed, the watts per kilogram they're currently doing, their potential points, their current points, placement in the categories, things like that. So this is a real world kind of ticker of the race going on. And you can find that if you go to this Cycle View site. You can click right here for live race results.
Batman, how you feeling?
View those. So,
Shaky.
All right.
That is where we are finding that information.
Good, Eric. Breathe, breathe, drink,
I'm
drink.
dead.
These guys are just getting ready.
Just hang in there, bro.
Batman, you got points in this. And you mark me. I'll bring you up, okay?
we are going to try to do a little
Stick it on about that.
viewing through some first-person views. So,
Go, Tex. Go.
let's get a few of these guys queued up for some first-person views.
Just as hard as you need to go. There you go.
And who do we think is going to be the first one to light a fire going up the mountain?
In 30 minutes, Denny, take any sugar in?
We're going to go with Justin
A
Wagner.
little bit, yes.
All right.
We're a little bit behind real time when we flip to
Goes
these
for everybody.
views
30
like
minutes.
that. I don't have
You're
a
gonna drink
first-person
something.
view of McQuaid. I do believe McQuaid will be chasing, but we're gonna go for some camera views of guys going up. So remember, we do drop about 20 or 30 seconds behind real time when we go to these views. So Justin is just now hitting the climb. And we're going to watch Justin attack this climb, and you notice that it is now racing on Justin's feed, or raining on Justin's feed. And here they go. They are attacking this climb. Justin is going over 800, 900 watts. You can see his cadence is up there, 120s for the cadence. I know Justin is riding just a traditional fluid trainer. I believe he's on a Kurt Kinetics rock and roll trainer. So you can see a little bit of movement back and forth, a little bit of sway in his bike, and you can see him really hammering. That heart rate is coming up. Orange numbers everywhere, and it looks like Justin, Mitsuni, McQuaid, Christensen are getting a little bit of a gap. So we're going to keep an eye on Justin here, but we're also going to switch back.
Roll over.
To see
100 meters.
We've got Akibe. Akibe is pushing hard. He's a little bit behind that group. You can see that gap ahead of him. A little bit of choppy video on Akibe, but you can really see that train getting strung out ahead of him. And there is a big time gap between the front and the back of that pack for Akibe now. Back to Justin. He is still hammering. 300 meters to go. He is really pushing these guys at the top of the hill. He's got 4 guys with him with a 4 or 5 second gap behind him. Flores here, Jason Flores hammering at the front, trying to close that gap, but those guys are just sneaking away from him. He's got his teammate Boyko right on his wheel, which is right where he wants him to be, helping out his buddy Boyko. And here we've got Eric Denning. That face of pain has lost track of that front group and is just doing his best to get up that hill and hoping somebody comes back to work with him. The pain of getting up that hill after making that big close. So it is a pretty awesome bit of power that these guys put out to get there. And it's amazing that they got over the hill together as they did at the front. Justin just did a 136 up that hill. Amazing suffering. And here we've got Claudia going up that hill now. We're going to watch Claudia go up the hill while I get my Zwift session restarted here so we can get back in and scan around the group a little bit. 136 is definitely a killer time up the front. Simon Nielsen is asking
Looks like
a
Texas in.
technical question over
I got it.
at CycleView. Simon, that's
Jeff,
called a chroma key.
He's up there. He's up
You
there.
basically have a solid color background like you see the weathermen have, a green screen, so to speak, and because usually they are
Coming back to
green,
Adam.
mine's blue.
Nate, on my way to you.
But, doing that, then you filter out that green color and it gives you a clean background. So look us up on Facebook over at Zwift Community Live Streamers, or do a little research on the internet and you'll find a lot of information. You can hit me up personally if you would like to on Facebook, and I'd be happy to help you with any streaming questions related to CVR or streaming in general. And that's true for any of you guys. Look me up over on Facebook if you have any streaming questions. I'm happy to help. Claudia's still here in just pain going up that hill. 184 heartbeats. You can see she's really suffering getting up that hill now. Trying her best to hold on to those guys going away in front of her. Kettleson and Koning. Hibbert and White are with her. She just needs to hold on to him for a few more seconds. She's just about where it flattens out. Just a couple more seconds, they'll break the top of that hill, and it's going to flatten out. Not quite there yet, not quite there. So here Claudia has to really put in a dig to try to hold on to Kay Hibbard's wheel. We'll see if she gets this little kick in here. She does. She's still over 4 watts per kilogram. She's going to grab Hibbard, and she's going to go right around him, actually. And she's not giving up yet. She's going to try to push to see if she can catch on to these guys ahead of her. So let's see if Claudia can dig in here. Claudia is a triathlete. She's got a little bit better of that sustained power. And she may be able to put in a little effort here and stay with those guys. She has done the necessary work at this point to stay away from the other ladies in the race. And I believe she can time trial this home on her own if necessary. But it looks like she's settled in here with Hibbard and M. White. So good effort by her. She'll keep it up and she will push on.
How far is Marty back?
Also notice.
Two minutes. I got it.
Claudia's
I got it.
First person view because she is looking straight out the front.
Got it.
But if we go over to Claudia's view from our perspective, you do notice this jersey on Claudia, and I wanted to stop for a second and point this out. Claudia earned this jersey because she won the Zwift USA National Championships for ladies, so she gets to wear this special jersey with the US flag on it. So congrats to her. Wanted to show that off a little bit for her because we can't see it in her first person view. So she gets to wear this awesome, unique jersey. It is hers and hers alone for females. Adam Zimmerman wears the same jersey for men as he won the men's version of that race. But congratulations to her. There were many national jerseys awarded on Zwift. And you see Claudia actually caught up to that group there too. So we are back over into the men's race now, and we are going to focus on the front of the men's race now through the remainder of the race. That is going to be the goal because we have some real efforts coming in here to try to secure the front of this race. So you can see here Justin Wagner, McQuaid, Zaki, Mitsutani got away from Ortiz, Divine, some of these other guys. This was the break that they made on the hill. And there are 4 of them, I believe. I believe Justin is the only one that we have live streaming here, but I'm gonna go verify that. I'm hoping that maybe I can find another live streamer out of this group to view, but I don't know that we've got any others here.
Nate and Adam, you guys got the last 2 spots that count for the A group. The 2 guys behind us
we do have
are no points, and then I'm in the C's. It's just you guys.
Thanks.
Yeah. You want to pick up the last 2 here? We can pick them up. At least make a race out of it at the last 5. Noise is the ODZ rider.
Right before we go into the Essies here. We'll get to Ortiz's view here in a little bit. We're going to watch Justin go into the Essies here. We're going to watch it from this point of view. Get these guys into the Essies. We have a little bit of a lag, so we can kind of watch them do this effort here, and then once they get into the Essies together, we can probably flip back over into Justin's main view and watch him suffer up that climb as well. So you can see here they've gotten to the top of this hill. Nobody is really kicking here. They're holding together. So we've got just a little bit of a lag. We're going to click this button and we're going to go to Justin's point of view, and we just jumped back down to the bottom of that hill. And now you can see Justin's first person point of view. We already know that nobody's going to break away on this climb, but we can see Justin's real suffering going on here. And then we also have Mr. Ortiz's view here as well. And he is back from Justin just a little bit, but he is another one of the riders that's in this front group. And he truly has the pain cave going on here. He is in his basement, concrete walls, box fans on the walls. He is suffering. So
1K marker is the first rock, right?
View, coming from Mr. Ortiz there.
Sign.
What a hammer
Thank
fest
you, copy.
he's got going on there. So going back to our first person view, I don't believe we have any better views of this front group at this point. I believe Justin is the only person in this front group with a camera. So I'm going to keep my camera view on Justin. We're going to watch. We've got McQuaid, Mitsuni,
1,000 kilometers is
Zaki,
one way to
and
go, yeah.
Justin Wagner
Yep.
coming into
Oh
the
man.
finish here.
Always get that wrong.
We're going to see a sprint finish. We have about
Eric, you froze up?
30-second lag.
I'm good.
So we may be able to get a sprint finish in real time and go back and actually watch Justin's reaction to it as he gears up for that as well. Andy is pointing out that yes, I believe a lot of the racers on the
I'm going from the sign. I'm gonna come from the back.
Mitsuni is the
Watch for
only
it.
one who's free to gain points from what I can see right now in this front group. For some reason, I think McQuaid might be able to gain points. I'm not sure what the qualifications are on him. That may be a flaw. So I wouldn't assume that McQuaid can't get points as he is a normal league racer here. But let's watch this. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to watch this sprint right now. And it is not an issue if you win it. So
Let's go, Nate.
here goes Justin going hard. I don't think anybody's got anything for him. He has got the numbers to beat them all right here. And you can see that there's some chasers coming up pretty quickly behind him as well. And there goes Justin for the win. What an effort. And we are able to bounce back. And we're going to watch Justin do this sprint in real time now.
Go.
Almost there, Eric. Looking good.
Really suffering here.
Way to stick it out, bro.
Nice job.
Look at that suffer coming from Justin, getting across the line there. You can see the final standings come across. You can see the pain on his face. You
Nice
can see
job.
this is
Nice
the
job.
finishing order that comes up on his screen. Those guys were catching
Nice job, Batman.
Key-Bay piping. You can
Nice
see
job,
the
mate.
Key-Bay
Batman.
sprint
Adam.
out of the second group.
Good.
You can see that firsthand on Justin's
All right.
screen.
Nice one, slow.
Christensen was going for that
Wagner.
repeat for team
Good job.
innovation. Didn't
Thanks.
quite make it, but an excellent performance.
Nice, guys.
Batman.
So
I couldn't have McQuaid take it.
14 as Swift,
What's that?
not necessarily the top.
couldn't have
of
McQuaid
the
take it.
league. That will depend on
Just a little while longer, Eric.
and how they filter out in that. So let's do a first-person Swift view here, and we have Claudia coming into the finish now.
Nice work, boys.
With her
Nice job.
group.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
the thumbs
riding,
up
guys.
are still not working.
Where's Eric? Is he crossed yet?
He's coming. He's coming. A little bit.
He's almost there. About
there.
500 meters.
There it is. There
We
it
can
is.
watch Claudia's finish here.
I figured he would, Andy.
Thanks for the words of encouragement over there at Cycle View, Patrick.
There you go,
I
Eric.
appreciate that.
all good.
This is
You're the
Claudia's
man, bro.
View coming into the finish.
All right.
She is coming through.
Everybody
Way to
joining
stick
here
it
on
out.
Facebook.
Chasing
Thanks for
her
joining
way
me today.
Through this
Think
Have a
the
little
split
look
screen works.
Hold on to
at
them
what
to
happens
stay
here.
in
Does
the
anything
finish.
useful?
At the
These guys will be racing
5
for about
a.m.
a top 20 finish in the overall for the men. This will be the win for the ladies, I believe.